Okay, with the all the political stuff that's going on currently, I got a question for you.
Okay.
You are appointed Supreme Leader of Earth. Okay? You're not gonna sit.
Some ranks there.
Basically, aliens showed up one day. They gave you a mass horde of robots who would do whatever you wanted, so no one can question your authority. Okay?
Okay.
And you are now the Supreme unquestioned Leader of Earth. What's your first step?
Probably to gain intel on information, because obviously I know a fair bit about the country I live in.
Yes.
Or the countries I've lived in, and I know a bit about America because it's similar. But obviously I do read world news and
Yeah.
programs, but I do not know enough about all the countries.
Yeah.
In the world.
So by that then, would you get people from those countries to be advisors, or?
Yeah, I'd probably start with some basic intel of kind of have all the countries in the world. It's put together a big thing showing their
United
status
Nations
and stuff like that. No, not put them together. I just mean collect information on where they.
Yeah.
Yes, the growth of the country, all the stats, poverty, education, all those things. Is it part of a union? So Britain, you'd have one of those circle that comes out instead in Europe. Do that first, and then I'd probably get ambassadors of each country to write up results. But then I don't know, because I think I'd like to do maybe that a bit, especially some of the countries that have really run by crooks. I don't just mean normal.
You mean dictators and stuff like that?
Yeah, you don't really want to ask them for their opinion on what he's doing. But so probably a team of advisors from each country, and just to sort out, because becoming Supreme Leader of the world, obviously it's easy to say okay, so there's some countries where the wealth gap, but if you took India, for example, poverty, the massive wealth gap, and you go okay, right, what we'll just do is we'll just get everyone's wealth together, we'll just redisperse it, because obviously that doesn't work. Britain's facility is designed to run off the money we have. It would be economic chaos, and then everything would just crumble, state downwards. So I should probably spend, and that's not robots for, a lot of analysis stuff. There'd be so much information together, it would be insane.
Okay. Think a little less deeply into this now, okay? Maybe a fun question, not a serious one. So, think Can
I have alien technology?
No. You have
what about the robots?
Technology. The robots are just to stop people from revolting. You can't make the robots do things like build buildings and shit like that. They're just there to make sure people do what you say.
That's not getting off on a great foot. These is my army of
yes.
If you have a problem
it's
with
so
your
that
government.
you are unquestioned.
It's a dictatorship, instantly.
Yes, that's the idea.
I don't want an instant dictatorship.
That you have been made Supreme Dictator of Earth. That is the question.
Oh gosh.
Good God.
I'd probably start. Okay. Because again, it's you say, don't get too deeply into it, but it's massive economy fucking. I would probably, seize funds from all massively corrupt government.
Okay.
That's okay, on the data thing, right? Maybe that's me. Statistical analysis. Because obviously there are corrupt governments and just they're full on dictators, they don't even try to hide it.
Yeah.
And then there are stuff like the Bush Foundation and the Illuminati, and where's all these funds going? It's this bank accounts. Is that kind of corrupt? And
you mentioned the Illuminati, though.
I did.
Why?
Because I was talking about a different kind of corrupt. Do you want to go deeply into this? Do you want to go down an avenue?
I don't believe in the Illuminati.
It's irrelevant what you believe. To my example, did you get the point of my example?
Yes, I got the point of your example.
Shut up, and it's not relevant. What do you call it? And I would probably do stuff like revolutionize the food industry.
Yeah.
Across the world. There would be no more, because we have enough food, we produce enough food on Earth to feed everybody. And the issue is, we are just wasting it, flying it all over the shop, fucking all
would you
those
institute food rationing? So everyone on Earth gets a set amount of food allocated to them, and that's it. So everyone gets an equal share of food. Really?
No, I wouldn't do that.
I do that.
No.
Okay.
Because it's not even necessary.
Yeah, but it's to help people as well with things like, you got in one country where people are starving to death, and another country got mass obesity, so it's to help reduce the obesity levels
The problem
and
is,
increase the health of people who are malnourished.
Yeah, I would do it so everybody has the access to, healthy food, good food. But if you remove freedom of choice, yes, okay. If I said to America, for everyone on rations, for example, you're gonna end up with. It's not really gonna solve things because you're gonna end up with loads of mental. People are gonna start getting depression. Like if you take a country like the States, which is used to its freedom, and you crush that. You're not actually going to help those people. You are going to make them feel oppressed, paranoid, depressed, like they've had their freedom stripped away.
I understand what you mean, but it would be, for me...
not going to be cost effective, because you might get rid of some obesity.
Things like cost effective isn't important in this.
Yeah, but then there's no other benefit.
Well, the idea is that eventually you wouldn't need to continue this process, because you would change people's attitudes towards food. So eventually you could remove the restrictions, because people's attitudes towards food will change.
Yeah, but it's a bit like, okay, my nan.
Yeah.
She remembers rations and stuff like that, right? She was born out of...
When I say rations, I don't mean everyone gets the same kind of food that's given to them, and they have small amounts.
No, I don't mean packed in. I know what you mean, you get...
Yeah, you allocated,
right?
Amount of food.
Yeah, that's what my nan here, where they didn't get food parcel things. It was kind of had an allocation token for different things. And she came out of that, as the world moved on, and all of a sudden she had all this choice of fresh, healthy foods and stuff. Obviously my nan does eat a lot of fresh, healthy foods, but you know what she did?
What?
She went mental. She buys loads of sweets. She has a massive sweets because all of a sudden she's gone from everything sparing and you can only have this and a luxury. You would go for something nutritious because if you haven't got, you know what I mean? If you're given a choice and you've got a limited choice, you go for that, and all of a sudden the choice comes back and you just bombard the other way. Yeah. And it's the same thing. If people get pushed down enough, they often do
But again, it wouldn't be the types of food you could get hold of wouldn't be restricted. It's just the amounts. So you could still get all the bad food that you like, but you can't.
A lot of the bad food would actually be gone under my ruling because it'd make it legal to do certain things. But I think I'd more focus on there would be some restrictions in the sense that it wouldn't be an allocation. Because, for example, if food is growing in, because there'd be a lot more, what local produce can be made in that country be made in that country.
Yeah.
There'd be a lot more seasonal. So there would be a restriction on exported, you wouldn't be able to get certain food every single day of the year, all year round.
Yep.
Anymore. I'd still do shipping because, at the end of the day, there's some countries that just you can't grow that much stuff there.
Yeah.
Or it's, tricky or difficult.
I mean, mass shipping, America shipping food up from South America specifically because of gluttony more than anything else, because they want more of it. You think palm oil all comes from South America where they've kept down
That'd be a
the
massive
rainforests.
Things that involve palm oil.
Yeah.
That would not be happening.
Fair enough. Do you mind if we stop in the garage so we can get me a drink?
Okay, we have to really quick then.
Yeah.
But what you call it? So there wouldn't really be a need for rationing in that sense because there's already been. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to be taking food that doesn't belong to you if it's not being. Because you can't get hold of it in the first place.
Yeah.
The food for the starving kids in Africa. It's not going to get stolen by the Americans because now, it's being the food that is in each country.
Okay, so Britain, okay?
Okay.
Britain is incapable of supporting. Actually, no, fuck Britain. Iceland, okay? Iceland has no way of making the food needed to support its population at all. It's a volcanic rock, okay? So, obviously, all their food would be imported, but by that logic then, does that mean they would have access to more choice than somewhere, say, like America, where they can grow most things anyway?
That is an interesting question. I'll answer it for you when I get out of the garage.
Yes.
Okay, so with places like Iceland, basically what it would be based off, as far as what food they get, is the whole reason of doing this is, well, it's not even so much, it's about making healthy food available as healthy as you can, available on a big scale as you can, but it's also about the environment and not supporting shit. So essentially, their choice would come from more neighbouring unions who would try and keep this inside Europe.
Okay.
Right? And
so you have the European diet, the American diet, the Asian diet. So you regionalize diets there.
Yeah, and I mean, I would have some exceptions. What I would do initially is it depends when it comes to importing and exporting and stuff. It depends on so in Britain you have to go European stuff.
Yeah.
But comes to different cuisine, I think I would restrict it so you can still get it. Like, so I think maybe I'd start with like, you would have like, you know, like Chinese, we have like Chinese restaurants,
Yeah.
Indian restaurants here, is that you would have a license and it would be capped, right? So it's like, so you're basically controlling how much imported, exported goods
Yeah.
are being distributed, so you don't go over like, because you know, right now we're shipping in shitloads of food and a lot of it's like,
Yeah.
you know,
Wasted.
wasted. So people still have the option of like, you know, like going out to eat, or maybe like you could have some like kind of like small market, like, you know, like a Chinese food store like you do in Cardiff,
Yeah.
but it wouldn't be available every Tesco's, and it would be stuff like that, so it would just kind of be all capped a bit more.
Yeah.
And I think I'd look into, yeah, a lot more of like this different kind of like growing meat business,
Yeah.
and
It'll be a long-term kind of thing. I think I would invest heavily in both that and also bug farming, and get it more mainstream across the world. And then it can be replaced then by growing meat as time goes on.